Hello, my name is Connie Liu. I'm an undergraduate at MIT, and today we're going to be doing a few concept questions about the causes of mutation. So let's start out with this first question. Which scenario can cause mutation? The first one, staying out in the sun all day. Second one, standing by a microwave. And third one, eating burnt food. So in this case, it actually ends up being all three. But one thing you have to remember is mutation does not equal cancer. It's not equivalent. Mutations actually happen to you daily, to your DNA. Um, Mutations are natural. These situations just actually accelerate mutation. So you just living a life, even if you just sat in bed all day, you would still get DNA mutations, even if you weren't exposing yourself to any of these possibly harmful situations. So let's start out with the first one, standing out in the sun all day. So the reason that that's dangerous is because, as most of you know, the sun emits ultraviolet radiation. And ultraviolet radiation can actually accelerate DNA mutations, and those mutations, if they build up too much, can lead to cancer. But that's why if you just go outside for a little bit into the sun, that doesn't mean you're going to get cancer. It has to be a very large buildup if you always don't wear sunscreen, or if you always go out in the sun too often. So the second one is standing by a microwave. You've probably heard this myth: you can't stand by a microwave or you'll get cancer. But that's not necessarily true. What's actually happening is the only dangerous part of a microwave is it can heat up your skin, and heat can damage DNA, but the microwaves themselves cannot. They are a type of radiation, but they are not the dangerous kind, which is why standing by a microwave causing cancer is actually pretty much a myth. As long as the door of your microwave is closed when it's on, you are at very, very, very little risk of getting cancer just from that source. And then the third one is eating burnt food. This is also another common myth that people talk about. So if you eat burnt food, say, if you're having a steak and it has char marks on it, people often say that you can get cancer from those char marks. The reason that they say this is because those char marks is actually a chemical that can damage DNA. They're called heterocyclic amines. So they're a protein, when the proteins are heated up inside your meat or whatever you're eating, and they start to blacken, they become heterocyclic amines. And then these are commonly known as carcinogens. And that's why eating burnt food is often associated with getting cancer. But again, this is very, very rare. Just because there's that association of causing mutation, it does not mean you're going to get cancer from it. So those are just a few different scenarios that can cause mutation. Now let's go on to the second question. How do some habits reduce your risk of cancer? So for this one, the answer is that it helps you avoid situations where DNA could be excessively mutated. As we mentioned before, mutations occur in your DNA all the time. But when you're exposing yourself to sources that are causing mutation excessively, that's when really, really dangerous mutations can occur that arise in cancer. So basically, cancer has to be caused by a mutation, but mutations do not necessarily mean you have cancer. So just avoiding situations, some ways you would do this, say, is just to put on sunscreen when you go outside for too long, or just avoiding being exposed to really harsh chemicals. These are all very simple ways to avoid any carcinogens, or giving you an opportunity to steer away from getting cancer.